All right, brothers and sisters, I come here today to express something that has been bothering me for, you know, since the assassination. And that's the celebration of another person dying. Okay. So, what makes it right for people to celebrate when another person is gone? The Bible says, pray for your enemies. Not saying this person was an enemy, and if he was your enemy, you should still be praying for him, especially if you're a Christian. Okay? You definitely should be praying for him. You don't just spread hate. God does not like that. So let me read a couple verses. We'll get into it. Proverbs 17:5 says, whoever mocks the poor insults his maker. He who is glad at calamity will not go unpunished. Proverbs 24:17 through 18. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and let not your heart be glad when he stumbles, lest the Lord see it and be displeased and turn away his anger from him. John 31:29. In this verse, Job affirms that he did not rejoice at the ruin of him who hated him, or exult when evil overtook him. Obadiah 1:12. The prophet Obadiah rebukes the nation of Edom for rejoicing over the calamity of Judah, reminding them not to gloat over the day of your brother in the day of his misfortune. So why are there so many Christians out there that are mocking his death, or Christians celebrating, when there's people in the church that aren't celebrating? They're praying for him, but there's people that claim Christianity, claim to love God, and you see videos out there of, oh, I got fired because I talked about this person, but yet in the next sentence say, well, God has a plan for me, God has this. God's plan for you is not to celebrate another person's death. That doesn't even make sense righteously at all. Because if you believe that Jesus is king, you would never do that. And for the people who don't believe, if you do believe, don't believe, it's pure evil. It's demonic to celebrate somebody who dies in front of a whole lot of people, especially their kids and their wife. It is disgusting. Now, we may have not all agreed on everything he said. There's some of us that do agree with the things that he said. It doesn't make it right or wrong. Like, there is a clear wrong, and that's to celebrate another person's death. He was a righteous believer. He gave himself to God. So at the end of the day, he's living lavishly in heaven. Okay? Because he surrendered himself to God. And he made it very clear. Whether you believe the politics or not. I don't do the whole politic thing. But that man is up in heaven living a better life. Not worried about if something is going to happen to him anymore. So this woe is me when people are getting fired because they're, spreading hate. Yeah, your employer should fire you, to be honest with you. Your employer should fire you. See, that's how riled up I get. I can't even get the words out. Because who wants you to be on their team when you have an evil heart? And that's especially for the doctors who celebrated this. That's crazy. You're celebrating another person dying and you're a doctor supposed to save people's lives? That's disgraceful, distasteful, and just pure evilness. Pure evilness. We got to get it together, y'all. That should tell you where the world is at this point. That is where the world is sitting right now, where people are celebrating other people's deaths. If this ain't the time of revelations, I don't know what to tell y'all. Man, get right with the Lord. So I'm going to tell you. Let's get right with the Lord. I want to bring all those who don't believe into the path of Jesus Christ. I want him to save you. I want him to move you. I want you to be open, because God has done so much life, so much things in my life for me and my family and others that I know. So I want you to be able to understand the love and the joy that he can bring you. Because at the end of the day, I chose God. And if you guys want merch, Christ-like clothing and ChristLikeGear.com, I'll put it in there. But the moral of the story is, don't celebrate another man's death, or female, whoever. When I say man, I mean man as in the Bible, which means woman and men. And that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all listening. Stay tuned. I love y'all. God bless.